Hi, Bob with Knives Town here. I'd like to do a review for you today on a knife made by Tops Knife Company. What I've got here is the Tom Brown Tracker knife. And what a knife this is, I must say. This is certainly a pleasure to be looking at. This knife here, as you can see, just by the size of it on the table, you can see it's a good size knife. It arrives, it will come in its own sheath, and the sheath, as far as the sheath goes, this is made of Kydex, which is a very rugged, tough plastic, very rugged sheath. It does come with 2 spring steel clips that will rotate on the back here. These clips can be turned like this, so that the sheath can be mounted horizontally. Some prefer in the scouting position, which is in the small of your back, on your belt in your back. So you reach around your back and pull it out like that. Or of course, it can be mounted alongside your hip in a vertical position. It comes with 4 tie down holes here. The sheath also is open at the bottom. There is if water gets in there, there is a opening in the very bottom of the sheath, so the water can come out. It is absolutely a tough, rugged sheath. The knife is held into the sheath by friction, and it's pulled out like so. And would you look at that? Quite the knife. Let's close in on it a little bit. Lots to talk about with this knife. This is a really well thought out knife, and it has been designed for survival. And every little aspect of survival has been worked into this knife. Let's just do the technical specs real quick. The blade is a total of 6 inches, and within that 6 inches, you get down here about 2 1/4 inches of blade right there, and then you get about a 4-inch sweep of blade right here along the front edge. You also get 2 1/2 inches of saw teeth on the back. So it's a total of 6 inches from the handle to the tip, and the handle itself is 5 7/8 inches. So you've got 11 7/8 inches worth of knife here, almost a foot. You can see that it's got finger grooves here for very good grasp. The weight of the knife is 1 pound 12 ounces. So that is a heavy chopping kind of a hand axe, really. It's a combination knife, saw, machete, axe is what it really is. The blade is 1095 steel, which is a high carbon steel, and it's been coated with a baked on epoxy. Then you can see that is so thick it's got an orange peel to it. That is baked on epoxy. And there is the Tops logo, Tom Brown Tracker. Like I say, it is a survival knife. The handle is made of black linen micarta, and it's got, you can see, of course, it's a full tang, and then there's some nice red spacers in there. Between the blade and then the black linen micarta handle scales. There's 3 large hex bolts securing it. There is a lanyard hole with a brass insert. That steel is a full 1/4 inch thick. That is 1/4 inch thick steel. Wow. And it's heavy. made in the USA and made for work. Like I said, it's a survival designed knife, and it's been made with different surfaces for different kinds of jobs. This broad sweeping surface here is made for a lot of different duties. It is made for chopping, and this would be your chopping surface here, your chopping cut right there. And the weight of the handle, or I mean the blade, it's front loaded, as you can see. The mass of that blade and the width here, you can imagine the weight in there. And I can tell you, feeling it in my hand, it's heavy. And as you chop that, the momentum and the energy that you're bringing down onto that is just like a hand axe. With the finger grooves, you can back off a little like that for greater leverage, or back off one more like this for even greater chopping leverage. So it's a real chopper. You can use it to split wood. That would be placed on the wood, and then the top of it can be hammered down to split wood. This would also function as a scraper, a hide scraper, or scraping against a tree to scrape off some kindling to start your fire. That is a very good scraper there. Wood splitter, wood chopper. You've also got another cutting surface here, which is this flat part right back here. That's your more of your different cutting kind of chores, carving. It can be used as a draw knife to be placed like this and drawn down a tree stump or tree stalk. Drawing the wood and the tinder off that way. It can be used again as a chopper or a splitter by putting that on the wood and then using this portion here to hammer down on and split. It does come with a gut hook of sorts. This portion right here, this hook right there, that can be used as a gut hook to split open game and open up the game for dressing, field dressing of the game. Obviously, you can see the saw here. This is a very aggressive saw, and look at this. You can see the way those teeth are angled. You can see one is angled to the right, and the next one is angled to the left, and then the next one is to the right. I don't know if you can get a good shot of that. See how that goes? It's right, left, right, left. So that's a saw for that's for your for scoring, for sawing timber. This last one here this last notch right here is a wire breaker. You put a wire in that, like a wire fence. Bring that up onto the wire and then pull it like that. It'll break the wire fence. The knife can be lashed to a large stick and be used as a spear, as a thrusting spear. It can be used as a drill for drilling bow saw holes. It is an absolutely heavy, indestructible type of a knife. It comes with some literature here. The Tom Brown tracking school, and it just shows the different uses of the knife, the different things the knife can do. Gives all different kinds of. There you can see there some of the things I've mentioned. It is absolutely a wonderful, hard-wearing knife. Absolutely indestructible package. And you will be well prepared in the field with something like that. Excellent knife, tops quality. Well, thanks a lot. I'll see you again.